It says that we are live. What's up, everybody?
Hi.
We're here with Quarter Black Garrett.
Yo, what's up?
What are you
It's been a
doing?
little bit.
It has been. I don't think I've talked to you since last year.
I haven't talked to
Well, I
Doug
don't
in a
think I've
long
talked to anybody
time.
since last year. It's been 5 days. That
Well,
means nothing.
yeah,
Meaningless statement.
that's true. That is true.
So what you been up to?
Just making stuff on my off time. We're in hiatus at the moment, about to get back to the show, and I've been working hard on some art stuff I've been putting off. You
So
know,
what are you making? Yeah, I see you post things on Instagram.
right.
So you're taking little process shots. So tell everybody what you make.
So at the moment, I'm doing a 2 foot tall Batman 3D print statue.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't just 3D print them because I hate the layer lines. Whenever you 3D print something, you get all those
Yeah.
layer lines. I
Yeah.
mean, no matter how detailed you can set the print, it's still going to have layer lines, and I don't like that. So I'm going through and finishing it. So putting in the Bondo and
Okay.
sanding it and all that
All right,
stuff.
so that's the thing with me in like 3D printing because I see like it's really cool to be able to print your statue and stuff. I just hate that texture and that. So how do you
Yeah.
tell me how you get around that? How do you make it not suck?
A lot of time. So it takes a bit of time. I got a lot of Bondo, like putty, spot putty.
Mm-hmm.
I also got this 3D here, this like 3D resin stuff you're supposed to.
Okay.
It sets overnight. That works on a lot of it, but it does leave like drip marks and it sets in
Mm,
areas, so you lose detail if you don't use it right. But that Bondo putty, some primer filler, a lot of sanding, a lot
yeah.
of sanding. But eventually it looks here. I'll show you.
Yeah. Show me something. Show me.
So I've got. He's this far. I've
Okay.
completed the assembly. At least put him together.
All right. Now
And
wasn't he black when you printed him out?
yes, yeah. So the inside, if you can see,
Oh, okay.
you might not be able to see it.
Why is that? So
Painted.
tell me, why is there a slot in the back of his head?
I'm working on a light up eye
Oh, that'll be
light up
nice.
eye assembly. I made this piece here.
Oh, cool. Did you
So
print that as well? Or did you
yeah,
find it like, okay.
no, yeah. So I took the 3D model. It's a free 3D model. It's on Thingiverse. I just
Mhm.
found it. I was like, oh, I gotta make that, and then I gotta print it really big because I'm my eyes are too big for my ability. So I
So when
always go
you're
too big.
yeah, so when you're printing this thing, like you're printing it in like how big is your printer? Your actual space you can print something in?
Chunks.
What's
So
the big?
it's like
Yeah.
22 millimeter. No, maybe it's 32 millimeters, I think, by 32.
Okay.
And then it's got a height of like 36, I want to say, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. So it's actually in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11
Oh, wow.
pieces
All right, so
altogether.
how long does it take to print one piece?
It depends. So it depends on how thick you want it, like how much infill you want,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then how big, obviously big the piece is. So like something like this,
Yeah.
chesticle here, that was like 2 days,
Oh wow. Just printing constantly?
just printing, just running overnight and
So do you
printing.
have to like feed it stuff or does it like take all
No, it has a roll, so you put the
okay.
spool on there and it
Hmm.
just kind of feeds itself. But it failed like twice,
So do you have to
and
start over?
yeah, over like a day and a half of like printing, it failed
Oh geez.
twice.
So the technology isn't quite ready. See, this is what I wanted to like. I want to be able to. I want to have like statues of some of my characters.
Right,
So
yeah.
what you're saying is the technology to one off an order is not really quite there.
Well, I mean, some are. So I mean, if you're ordering it from an establishment that does it, they
Uh-huh.
have all their stuff tweaked in really nice and all that stuff. And I'm fairly new at this. I think I got this 3D printer the beginning of 2020.
Okay.
So I'm still, this is like my third or fourth job. I'm just, like I said, my eyes are too big for my
Right.
ability. So I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
get it, and I'm seeing people like print it, like, oh look, it's like a little figurine. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's
2 feet.
I would be the same thing. Like you see things printed and you're like, oh, that's lovely. And
Yeah,
you're like,
that's
it's
great.
this big. No, let's do something.
Just make it large.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna sand it down. Was that a primer, like a gray primer thing you put
Yeah.
on?
So I've done a lot of sanding already. It's all assembled and glued together, and I primered it. So at this point, he's ready to be painted. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
get my airbrush out and do all that fun stuff and do the skin tone and I'm gonna try to make it as good as possible with
Yeah.
my painting skills.
Welcome everybody in the chat. Serena Sketches, been a while. Hello. Cosmeti's in the house. Miwi Art says hello. Not a fan of the Crowder show, but I'm excited to see Garrett's passion for creating stuff.
Hey,
We're
that's
not we're not
cool.
we're not talking politics here. We're talking making
Yeah.
stuff. So you're also working on a gun, not a real gun, a prop gun.
No,
Aren't you?
yeah, it's a prop gun.
Prop gun YouTube.
Yeah, it's prop.
Fake
It's
stuff.
airsoft. It's all safe. No real gun. Yeah, I did. If you can see back here, I did the Dredd helmet.
Oh yeah, the Dredd Helmet. I remember
I 3D printed that, finished that, and painted it, and did all that. That was a lot of fun. I have a video on my channel where I go through it. And then I did
I'll
a
put
follow
a
up.
link to your channel in the description.
Thanks, man. But yeah, I did a follow up to
chat
that
too. One of my mods throw that up in there. Cosmetic, get on it.
Hey. But yeah.
So yeah, now can you wear the helmet?
I can. Yeah. Right
Did
now.
you measure your head?
Yeah.
Put it on. I want to see.
Okay.
Prove it.
Hold on. I go. Stop the camera.
We got Judge Garrett coming in here. Gretchen says, we honestly have to admire the people who can paint tiny details on tiny figures. Just how does one do that? Very tiny. I can't. I think I'm going to have to get bifocals or something soon. I'm getting to that.
I can't hear you because I don't have the headphones.
It's okay. I'm just talking. We're going to make fun of you. Doing like, is he? Oh, there you go. Ah, it does fit. Look at that. Very nice.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you can't hear a thing I'm saying. You look stupid.
Put these on here.
Yeah, that's even better. Can you hear me? Come in.
I can a little bit.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I mean, this took a while to finish. As I tend to do in my own time, I like to try and make the stuff that I make look as real as possible, but there's only extent to as far as you can go.
Sure.
But
have you ever seen like
and everything?
At Comic-Con, one of the cool things is like you get to see all the movie props from all these well-known movies. And one of the things you realize really quick is they are made for the camera, not for in person. Because you look at them in person, they're like, whoa, that does not look anything like my imagination said it did.
And a lot of them will be made for a specific shot, a close-up shot, or it needs to do one action and that's it. Stuff like that. Yeah. So whenever I like to take them and I'm still kind of early on really doing these props, but eventually I want to really make it like as accurate, like as if you were going to get this prop in real life, what would it be? Right. If I was going to get a Mandalorian helmet, what would the inside of that look like? What would it feel like? Would it be heavy?
Yeah. Zach Richmond asked, are you going to make a Mandalorian helmet?
That's on. I did make one a while ago before all the Mandalorian stuff. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. But I didn't finish it. It was like resin and stuff, and it wasn't very good. So I do have a plan on doing a Mandalorian helmet. Okay. Eventually, decking it out with lights and all that stuff.
Can you see through the helmet?
Oh yeah, it's surprisingly see through. You can't tell on the outside, but
you should.
Inside, you could definitely see it.
We don't want to see your eyes because that makes you human. If you're Judge Dredd, right. You can't have that.
Right. Judge Dredd doesn't show his face. Come on.
No, and justice is blind. Well, from you looking at it, maybe. I don't know. That quote doesn't really work with Judge Dredd, but let's see if we got anything else in the chat going on. Luco says, giant fan of the Crowder show. Nice to see Black Garrett in his element. Some big jerk says, dude, very articulate, as my chat often is. He also says you got to put earphones inside that helmet.
I know that's one of my plans. There is space in there, so some kind of communication system. That's a great idea. Might be
all right.
Going to do it.
So let's say you're making a gun. You made the helmet. You are thinking about doing? So what else are you doing? What else are you thinking about?
Uh, you
Are
know
you
what? I
heading? Is there
haven't.
any big plan, any big direction you're going? Or are you just making stuff to
I don't
because you
know.
like
Just kind of
making it?
making stuff that I like. I'm mainly using my channel because I've been uploading the video. So I did the helmet video. How I did it. I also uploaded the lawgiver dreads
Oh
airsoft
yeah, yeah.
airsoft. Okay.
Airsoft. How did you
Yeah.
make that prop?
3D printed.
Uh-huh.
So I've
What,
been
all
getting a
of it?
lot of use out of it.
Okay.
No, so I did actually purchase a blowback
Oh yeah,
airsoft
yeah.
pistol. So it actually I don't know how loud it's going to be,
Oh yeah. Oh
but it
nice.
has full action. It looks cool. But yeah, same thing, 3D printed, and this was a lot easier parts wise than like the helmet or the statue because it's just simple like shapes and they
Yeah.
don't have a lot of detail in them. But yeah, it's assembled and I say it in my video, but it is a licensed 3D file. So there's a website, replica something. It's in my video. It's in the
Okay.
description. But yeah, they have licensed 3D files from the prop masters that made the actual gun from the movie. So I
Okay.
found those. They're like $8. I got them and then 3D printed
Oh,
them
that's
and
not bad. Yeah.
finished them up. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going after. I'm focused on this Batman.
Yeah.
I'm basically halfway finished, so the other half is making sure the paint job looks really good.
Right.
And then
But
after that, I don't know.
well, so with the paint, have you done like I mean, I noticed you painted the dread thing and then the
Mhm.
gun. Did you do weathering on the gun? Like little paint strips
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I always like doing that stuff. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's my favorite. That's my favorite part of drawing
Feathering stuff.
Transformers is that little the edges are all worn off and things like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
that's always the fun part. Taking
Yeah.
it and just messing it up.
In the chat, if y'all have any questions in particular about making things like actual props. So see, I would love to like make props and things, but you know, I make stuff all the time. Just like
You're already a maker.
all that extra time I have, but I'm fascinated
Yeah.
um, by what other people are doing. And I do want to make some like, I mean, I have done a little bit, but I want to make some statues like out of, Sculpey and stuff like that. I've dabbled in that, but
Some sculpture.
yeah,
Yeah.
a little sculpture thing. But that's the biggest thing with Gunship Thunder Punch. People were asking for like a toy, and so I started researching toys and a statue. Like I could make like a PVC something statue, get it done, and it would be
Mhm.
kind of expensive. And then I was looking at like transformable toys. Holy crap! Unless you all want to get me $1 million, that is not happening.
Yeah. There's a lot of engineering in
Yeah.
those. I've done the smallest amount of hobby engineering, and
Hmm.
that stuff is just it's so detailed, and you have to get everything exactly right. And I'm sure like the Transformers toys, like they
Especially
have to
now.
go into a shape and then
Yeah.
transform into a different shape, and they have to work
Yeah.
every time. Yeah.
That's the amazing thing about that. That's why one of the reasons why when I buy, I don't know how many like toys and little pop culture things you buy. I don't buy that many. I have all the toys I had as a kid, and then whenever I buy something, it has to be something that is something really really well done now that reminds me of something I had when I was a kid. So
Right.
like the Transformer Masterpiece thing, where the robot looks like the cartoon and the vehicle looks like the vehicle, and I'm just amazed at how
Yeah.
you can start in those two things and get all the engineering in between so it actually fits together.
All the functionality, yeah. I did the same thing. I don't buy a whole lot of stuff, but the stuff that I do, the same thing is I get stuff that reminds me of my childhood of things that I got then, but it's like really well done, like Hot
Yeah.
Toys. I was a big GI Joe fan. Hey,
Yeah.
but like the 12-inch GI Joes.
Yeah.
I never got the smaller ones,
Oh,
but
wah, wah.
yeah, I was a big fan of the big ones. And then whenever I got older, I was like, whoa, they make like really, really nice GI Joe size stuff,
Yeah.
and it's from like cool movies and stuff. So that's why I get some of those. I have like Batman and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I enjoy those.
Yeah. The toy making technology is like some of this stuff. If I had when I was a kid, I would flip out.
Oh, I know.
And
And going to
then
the toy store now is like sometimes I'm like,
oh no.
man, if I had stuff like that. But then again, there's things that are like from your childhood that they don't have anymore, and you're like, I wish that stores made stuff like this again.
Yeah.
Like GI Joe again. Back whenever I was a kid, Toys R Us was like full of giant tanks and stuff you could put your GI Joes in. I never
Yeah.
had money to buy those, but they always look so cool. And
Yeah.
now you just
Yeah.
there's nothing. They don't have that kind of stuff. So
No, no. Now it's all Minecraft figures,
yeah,
and I
Fortnite.
don't. I'm sorry, kids. My son, he'll play Minecraft. And I'll build things in there. He wants me to build something, so I'll build thing. I can't get over at the how pixelated it looks. Like I'm just for me, it's like
It's part of the charm.
I I don't know. Maybe I'm just I don't know. I think just everything being made out of blocks doesn't register with my brain very well.
Yeah, yeah. It's very much like a digital Lego.
Yeah, it
You
is.
go in
It
there and
is.
make whatever. That's what's kind of fun about it.
Yeah, somebody on one of my comments said that I guess they just found my channel. And they're like, "I love your channel. You should draw Minecraft and watch your views explode." And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe I should." I'm saying right now, if I do it, it's
Just do
going to be
one, throw it out.
completely for the views. That's
Exactly.
all, because it's YouTube. And that's what we do. My son is also into the game Among Us. Have
Oh,
you played Among Us?
yeah, yeah.
And
My kids are asking me to play Among Us right now.
uh,
They're like, "Oh, can we play before or after the stream you're going on?"
yeah.
Yeah,
So
after.
tell me, what do you like? What are your thoughts on Among Us?
It's fun. It's a fun little game. You could play it like a party.
Yeah,
Get some people together. I don't like playing it online, like through like distance. It's more of like a party game to me. I want to
yeah.
be like looking at somebody's face and be like, "You are the one that did it."
You know
Other
that
than that, I'm kind of like, yeah,
that's what got me. Like I'll dabble in and out of the games. Like I'll play 10 minutes and I'm gone. But back in the day, I was big into Halo, the first Halo, first and second.
oh yeah,
And the reason why I kind of drifted away from it was because I realized the back then there was no Xbox Live. It was you went to somebody's house, you networked all the boxes
right.
together. There was somebody upstairs, and I
LAN party,
missed.
man.
I missed like coming around and shooting somebody in the back, and upstairs you hear,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's the
I did that
best.
once for church. We did a big like overnight stay at the youth leader's house, and we brought all of our tube TVs, the big boxes, and then our Xboxes, and just linked it
Mhm.
up and played all night long. It was great.
Yeah.
A lot of
And then
monsters.
then I stood in line for it's the only time I've ever stood in line for a game was Halo 2. I was out there at midnight and I got it and went back and all the guys that I would play with, we all got it at the same time, and we got on online, and I was like, this is fun. And then you get on there and then you play with people you don't know, and then there's like 11-year-old kids swearing at you, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
like I was into it for a while, and then but yeah, it's not the same as a LAN party. Like being next to people or around in the same space as other people. There's a great big LAN. Well, I don't know if it's going to happen anymore because of the whole
Oh, the whole
the virus.
the thing.
Yeah, it's a QuakeCon in Dallas. I don't know where. It's outside of Dallas, but it's where they hook up like 200, 300 computers all in a
Oh,
big
wow.
LAN party in a giant room, and then everybody can play together. It's really cool. I haven't been in a while, but yeah, it's got that
You don't
feeling where
need
it's
to
like
breathe
everybody
on
knows.
anybody to do that. You just need a straw for your Mountain Dew,
Yeah,
to keep
straight
it
in.
going.
Just
Yeah,
put
we
the
used to
mask on.
when I would this was obviously 21 years ago or something, but I would play. I couldn't do it now, but I would play like 4 in the morning. We'd play all night, and then I'd get in the car and drive home, and I would have to tell myself, don't run anybody over, because it's like all I could see was like, I'm
You're like
driving the
enemy,
thing.
enemy.
Yeah, it's like and I
Yeah,
close my eyes and you just see the gun, and
yeah.
like it's bad news. That's not healthy. That can't be healthy for your brain. Um, let's see here. Some big jerk says, Brian, sorry, we're all old now, and every new thing is trash,
I
including
know.
especially Minecraft. Yeah. So
All
many
new
things I don't.
trash.
My son is what else is he into? Like he's all into uh oh well, Minecraft, more Among Us right now. And then Roblox.
My son too. How old is your son?
He's 9.
My son's 9. Look at
Oh,
that.
there we go.
They're into the same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Roblox. My son was into Roblox like a year ago. Right now, it's Among Us, like you said. But yeah, he was like watching one channel of a guy playing Roblox like over and over and over.
Yeah. I don't get the
It's
watching
the kid.
thing
I
either.
don't. I mean, me
Um,
either.
but he started playing Among Us because this is what I don't understand because I'm old about Roblox is that for free you can go on and play a ripoff of every popular game, and all this music that's
Yeah,
copyrighted plays and it's still there.
it's a really
And
crappy game. It's for some reason they did it. They're like, I
yeah,
love this game. This is my game now.
so he started playing Amongst Us, because it's not Among Us, it's amongst us. And then for his birthday, we got him Among Us, and he said, "I've only played it once. I mean, I've seen him, you know, all the playing it a bunch. But he said, Daddy, come here and play. Come here, because we limited his time. Like we've limited his time, and so
Right.
kind of how he gets away with that is, hey, mommy, do you want to play Zelda? And then he can watch.
Yeah.
So I played it once, and it took forever for me to get in a server, and then it's like I walked around, and then it was like you lost. Like
Well,
I
what?
didn't
I
do
don't
it.
even know what's
So
going
somebody,
on.
I don't, yeah, I'm like, yeah. He's like, Daddy, you don't like that? And I'm like, nothing happened. I just
I
walked
don't
around.
know what even happened.
I didn't shoot
Take a little
anybody. I
bit.
couldn't do anything. But oh well. He'll probably
Yeah, I
watch
don't
this
get it.
video. I'm like, Daddy, I don't.
Come on, why are you trash talking me like that on the internet?
That's right. Don't. He's old enough now where he's discovered my YouTube channel. So he'll come in and sometimes he'll watch me draw, or I'll be over doing something. All of a sudden I hear my voice coming through the computer. I'm like, son, turn it off. Just
No,
put the
I
headphones
don't wanna
on.
hear it.
Do something. I don't want to hear it. So you've made the gun. You're doing the gaming here and there.
Yeah,
What
here
what
I might do one this week. Some people in my Discord were saying, "Hey, you need to do one because I haven't done one in a long time." So I might play some Cyberpunk, um, in all of its glitchy
okay.
glory.
I don't know. Like I'm aware of Cyberpunk, but I don't know anything about Cyberpunk.
It's an extremely glitchy, unfinished game that they sold for, top dollar, as if it was finished, but it was not.
Weird.
Yeah, it's an okay game. It's first person shooter, open world stuff, RPG ish.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very
Hmm.
glitchy. Like people walking through walls and unfinished areas, and yeah. But it's fun
That's
enough to keep me around, I guess.
yeah. I don't know. I might actually kind of enjoy that more.
I know. I
Being
was
so
like, I
glitchy.
was gonna get it when it came out, and then I thought, no, I'll wait because new games that come out these days are all glitchy whenever they first come out. But then I was hearing like there was a lot of crazy glitches, and I was like, I gotta get in now because they're gonna
Yeah.
patch it out, and I'm gonna miss it, and it's not gonna, you're never gonna get
Yeah.
that glitch beginning back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another thing. My son discovered glitches because of the YouTubers he was watching, and so he would go into Zelda and do these crazy things, like I'm going to start here at the beginning and glitch through the wall and clip through the wall, and I'm
yeah,
like,
he's
"What are you
probably watching
talking
like
about?"
speedrunners do
Oh, yeah,
speedruns.
speed running and all
Somehow I
that.
got into that recently. I was watching somebody play, I think Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and they were showing like how you can beat the game in like an hour.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god! And there's all these glitches that I never knew about. It reminds me of like back in the day whenever you'd play Super Mario
oh,
Brothers,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
would
How
be like,
fast can you
okay,
go
there's a
through?
certain way you can go through the
Yeah.
level or glitch through a certain thing and beat it.
So he got Super Mario 35 online. I don't know if you've paid
Oh, the
attention to
35.
that.
Oh wow.
30. Yeah. So, one of the things is when he first got it, he pulled it up, and you're playing against 35 other people. You can see what they're doing at the same time, and you're seeing
Right.
people drop.
Right.
Once you drop off, and I'm watching this thing, and like everybody's dying, and then nobody's taking the warp zone, and I'm like, kids,
Like the worm zone.
get out of the
Come on.
way. You gotta take
Don't know the secrets.
yeah, these amateurs. Blacklist Universe, what's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike, what's up?
Um,
We need to do a live stream.
Mike
It's
is
been a while.
Mike is always online. Well, it's not like you're busy or anything. You got plenty
Not
of
at the
free
moment.
time. Don't play it around. Oh wait, don't play what around with kids? Let's see. Zach says Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Angel Morales says, hello everyone. Hyrule Warriors, Zach. Yes, my son just got that too, so I hear him playing that a lot of time.
Oh.
He tells me
Is
all
that
about it.
is that like the massive like army battle one?
Yeah, yeah. It's like the
Like,
set.
I remember hearing that a long time ago, and I never looked into it.
Yeah, I think it just came out recently.
It's almost like Dynasty Warriors, but with
Something
Hyrule
like that.
characters.
Yeah, it's basically a prequel to Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I really got into that game for some
Oh,
reason.
I
I was
like
like,
Breath of the Wild.
I liked it a lot. I was like, this is like, there's not a lot in it, but there's a lot in it at the same time.
Right. It's a big
Very
world.
dense, but it's very like story wise. It's like, okay, yeah, basic. We got to defeat Ganon, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now go to this giant world full of a bunch of stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
like that. Simple.
I had to stop playing it. My son got better at it than me, of course. And then I had to stop playing because I would just try to beat like one of the divine beasts and I'll get mad and throw the controller, and I'm like, that's not a good example for my
It's not a
son, so I
good
can't play this.
example.
I can't play this anymore. But yeah. So what else, anything else going on in your life? It's interesting.
Yeah, just gearing up to go back to work. We're about to gear up and do more shows, and I don't quite know what we're gonna do because last year we made a bunch of changes to the
Mhm.
way our format and all that stuff. So I think we're gonna pick and choose parts that we thought worked and move forward. So that'll be exciting. And
Yeah.
we're going back to work this week. So I'm
Okay.
just doing that. And you said something about Halo, and it reminded me. I actually have two projects that I have on my docket that I forgot
Mhm.
about because I'm so focused on this Batman project. Is the Doom guy helmet from the most recent Doom Eternal?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I want to do one of those helmets, and then the new Halo Master Chief helmet because my
Okay.
son also he is into Master Chief a lot. He likes
Yeah.
Halo. He plays a lot of Halo 3 for some reason. He like goes all the way back to 3.
Oh, wow.
That is one of the last good ones.
I
So
still think of that
it
one as
makes
the new
sense.
one.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm old.
Like I thought Halo 2 was like the quintessential Halo
Yeah.
for me. I like Halo 2 the most. And then 3 was like, okay, this is good, but let's wrap it up. And then they kept going, kept going. But yeah, that's my plan is to make a Halo helmet because I know it's another thing a lot of people like.
Yeah.
And I want to get that for him.
Yeah, the Halo, the one thing that when I played Halo 2, that was it was the only moment, this was the pinnacle of my gaming career, was when we as a squad implemented a plan and pulled it off and won, and the tactical satisfaction was
happened.
just so good, and it
Yep.
never happened again, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hold on to
Got
that
it
memory.
once.
It happened once. This is what victory tastes like, as I'm slurping my Mountain Dew. And
Yeah. Yep.
that's real victory, clearly. So yeah, if there's any other questions, I'm gonna wrap this up because we're about 30 minutes. We're gonna be a little quick in and out show here. But yeah, I just wanted to because I see you. I know, do you make anything? I know you make some stuff for the show, like props and stuff, because you worked on
Oh
like
yeah.
that little hodgepodge R2D2. I remember that one.
Yeah. I did the R2D2. That was a lot of fun. I put that together in like 2 days. I wish I had one more day. I could have got his legs. Could have done his legs. It's my biggest regret.
Because you'd have to
I
go
did
out and like get odds and ends, like kit
yeah.
bash. That's my
Yeah,
favorite
kit
thing.
bash the hell out of it. So you go to like Home Depot, Hobby Lobby, like a thrift store, see what you can get. I'm like, okay, that trash can, and I'm trying to imagine it. Okay, trash can, put that upside down. A cat house. Okay, that could be his head. A
Yeah,
light
that's
bulb
my
that I broke the
favorite.
light off of, and could be like this little. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. That's what I like doing, all those kind of things. And I did a flux capacitor, like a very large, oversized
Uh-huh.
flux capacitor, because we were making the studio like the time machine
Oh, okay.
from Back to the Future. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I do odds and ends and stuff like that.
Yeah, the whole kit bashing thing, because that reminds me of like the first Star Wars, where they were just like getting like odds and ends of model pieces, and like I
Yeah.
really want to try putting together like a ship or something, and maybe even do like a little film project, something. This is kind of one of the things on the back burner, right? But
Right.
just like, because I've seen these kind of found object ships, and they just put them together, and then they just spray. When they spray paint it, like if the shapes are right, it looks really cool.
Ridiculous, and then they spray paint it one color, and you're like, whoa!
Yeah,
It's like
there was
it's all together.
I saw a proton pack build where it was like the cylinder was a Pringles can, and you look at all these ridiculous things, and then when they painted it, it was like, oh, that if the shape is right, it's right. It doesn't matter that under that paint, it's the Pringles can.
I grew up on kit bashing stuff. We were lower middle class family, so we couldn't go buy costumes and stuff. So my brother was Boba Fett for one Halloween, and it was cardboard helmet, and my mom made this awesome, like really awesome looking cardboard jetpack, and it was Pringles cans and cereal boxes all together. But whenever you spray paint it all with that primer or whatever, it looks like a single piece, and it looks good. It doesn't look like a Pringles can anymore.
Yeah.
So I grew up on that kind of stuff. That's where
now I want to get on that with all that time I have. Not like I'm trying to do 2 books at once and maintain a YouTube channel.
You gotta have hobbies, right? I guess
everything
is your hobby like an actual job? Like
Yeah,
you
that's
go
the
to
thing. It's
like
like this was my hobby, and then now it's what I do for a
yeah,
living. It's like so going to the gym is the only thing that I can do when I'm not thinking about all this
that's
stuff.
not art and
Yeah.
yeah,
So like, what do you do for a hobby? It's like go to the gym. Like really? Like, eh, but everything else
yeah,
is just even if I do anything with music or even like I talked about like kit bashing, like automatically my brain goes in. What can I make with this thing? Like, can I do
yeah.
a
How could I
film? Can I do
could I do
something? It's
something
like
with
I
it?
can't shut it off. So
Yeah,
it's not
it's
relaxing.
a curse and a gift at the same
I
time.
know. It's my curse and my blessing.
Art, creativity.
Well, thanks for hanging out for a bit, man.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a little while. We need to do
Yeah,
this
we'll do it
on a
again soon.
consistent basis.
I want to come back. Look when you finish up the Batman. I want to bring you back and show off the Batman, especially
Yeah,
the light up eyes. I want to see the eyes light
yeah.
up,
I'm gonna make it happen.
even if it fails. I
Wow.
want to see a failure too.
Yeah, just
So
blow
either
it up.
way, it doesn't matter. Everybody, I will put the link to his channel in the description. Go
I
check it
appreciate
out.
it.
Give him a follow and like and subscribe and leave a comment because comments help. I guess so. That's what I hear. The
They do.
algorithm says they help, and so if you want to help a channel, talk to us, please. We need
Talk to each
attention.
other.
Yeah, talk to each other.
Create
Talk to us.
conversation. That's more comments.
Make it happen. All right. Peace out, everybody. Be good. In the broad.